In the last episode, we got to 61 thieving, unlocking the Black Scimitar, and then we went super dry on paladins trying to get a steel full helmet. And after exterminating an entire zoo, we rolled this Moss Giants chunk. We quickly picked up some new best-in-slot melee items, and I actually got a curved bone to save construction experience far in the future. We unlocked West Arty, and then soft-locked ourselves out of West Arty. And then rolled a chunk in the wilderness where we cursed ourselves by draining to level 30 mining with a bronze pickaxe. After a few more random unlocks, we rolled the Tree Gnome Village, and that's where we are now. Let's set out some goals for this chunk. We need to cut a ruby at 34 crafting. We need to do the Western Province's easy task, number 10. And we need to kill everything in the Tree Gnome maze, do the Tree Gnome quest up to step 4, and maybe like one other thing. But for right now, let's get started on crafting. As we enter this maze, we do need to kill a few things. Now, the biggest unlock of this chunk is this general store. It sells shears. Shears which I can use to shear sheep that I unlocked in episode 2. While I'm here, I may as well start the relevant quest and have them escort me back out through the maze. This guy wants wood for me, but I don't have any logs, so we will just come back later. With our new shears, we can get some wool. Wool gives 2.5 XP when spun into balls of wool, so I need to shear about 480 sheep to get to 10 crafting. So like 18 inventories. My plan is to bank all the wool and then use the spinning wheel in the Tree Gnome Stronghold to get 10 crafting. We have 471 wool, that should be enough, so let's get spinning. And that is 10 crafting. We can now spin bowstrings from the flax in the area. While spinning, I realized that I'm actually not level 35 fleshing to make a willow short bow, so that's what I'm gonna do real quick. And as you can see, with the willow short bow, we go from a +8 with the normal short bow to a +20 range bonus. That is a pretty nice upgrade. The easy diary task is to make an oak short bow from scratch, so we can check that off the list and then go back to picking and spinning bowstrings. 34 crafting, so let's cut a ruby or two and be out of here. Back in the battlefield, we need to wrap up this quest as far as we can. Not me just struggling to do a simple quest. I didn't actually read anything, so I'm just gonna keep guessing until I get it right. Easy, there we go. Last thing we need to do is kill a Khazard commander, pick up these little green skittles for these gnomes, and then clear out a few maze monsters. We roll the next chunk, and I decided to go with the Mage Arena. This unlocks magic for the account. Now the goal for this chunk is simple. I need to kill a rogue, get 30 magic, and cast an Earth Bolt. Technically, Mage Arena 1 is fully completable in this chunk, but we don't really have a good source of income to buy runes, so I will not be requiring it for this chunk, but once we do get 60 magic, I will complete it before unlocking whatever chunk I'm at that point. That's level 20 magic, 21 magic unlocking low alchemy, which will be pretty nice for the future, and I just missed the window for it, but that's 30 magic. I was actually in the middle of a class, which is why I missed some of the levels, but I hope you'll forgive me. Let's go ahead and yeet an Earth Bolt at this guard, and we're good. All right, we're out here to kill a rogue. I did forget you can pickpocket these, but it's just like a random amount of coins, so not a big deal. Anyway, fighting to the death, and nice, we get a pretty good herb. With the rogue going down, we can roll a new chunk. So let's spin the wheel. Oh my god. The ZMI altar area. If you have seen Link and Rarg's Then We Fight series, you'll know that the warriors in the ZMI area drop a rune simi at 1 in 50, which is pretty good. The monks above ground also drop best in slot magic and prayer robes, and we can actually get a couple of rune crafting levels with the pure essence that the Zami crafters drop. So that's the goal for this chunk. We need to obtain a rune simi, we need to get 40 attack to use it, we need to get both sets of robes, and we gotta get a mithril arrow drop from the Zami Rangers. It's technically our best in slot arrows, so let's do that. But before we do any killing, I do need to make some food, so I'm gonna make all these potatoes real quick here. All right, first steps into the new chunk. Level 17 monks, and the drop rate isn't too bad. While killing these monks though, I had a horrible realization. Did you see it in the corner there? That's right, there is a 10 ore rock here, and 3 copper rocks up here. That means that I can actually smelt bronze bars. And I do have an anvil out in the wilderness. So that means I've unlocked smithing, and we need to get 30 smithing for this chunk too. But for right now, let's not worry about it. We can just add it to the list. All right, and with that drop, we have the Zami bottoms as well, so we can go ahead and move on to killing the warriors. One of the main reasons I actually started with the Zami robes is for the magic bonus we're going to get as we are going to be safe spotting these warriors and spending literally all of our money on fire strikes. So this is the full look, a lovely pink and red wizard outfit. Finally, in the actual ZMI Underground, these warriors are what we're going to be killing. The lizards do fight the warriors, so I may get a little bit of extra help. It would be cool to get a Rune Scimitar on the first kill. Nope, we didn't have the luck. Well, we will be here until we do get it. We went through all 500 fire strikes, so we're back with more, and I thought I'd throw a single firebolt just to flex that I've actually been able to cast it. We have gotten a couple nice drops for cash, but still looking for that Rune Simi. Oh man, we finally got it. We did go a little dry, not quite double the drop rate, but we did use a lot of runes for this. While we start killing the rest of our required creatures up here, I actually do need to train my attack to level 40, so we'll bank all this stuff, gear up, and train for that. My OBS glitched out. I thought I was recording, but I did just get my first rune crafting level from a ZMI run. I am just killing the crafters here at the start of the tunnel until I get 40 attack. As a quick break from the combat, I am going to make another ZMI run, this time on the safe side. If you didn't know, the ZMI altar lets you craft runes of any kind, but it does scale with your rune crafting level, so right now I'm mostly getting low level runes. Now, let's get back to combat. I do want to try and lure this ranger. This seems to be the safest place to fight him, but I definitely will need all this food. I will say that I didn't know that tea gave an attack boost, but that's good to know. Oh my god, this archer is hitting like a truck. I think I have enough food, but I'll pray up just to be sure. The cave lizard coming in for the assist, too. Just a 3, that's all I need. Come on. Oh, nice. And we get the myth arrows on the first kill. Let's go. We're finally getting the snowflake RNG that I've heard so much about. Man, that is so nice. I did not want to go dry on these rangers. They hit so hard. Okay, I am taking a break from the attack level grind. I am starting on the smithing grind. I do have just one rock to mine from. Once I fill up my inventory, then I walk all the way back to the Arty Bank and repeat this process. I can really only smelt bars for experience, which is literally awful experience. Smithing the bars means spending 7.5k just to go to my only accessible anvil. We just need to get to level 15 smithing, and then we can start smelting iron instead, which we can do out in the wildy. We finally got 15 smithing, and we've dropped our knife, locking ourselves in this wildy cage until we get 30 smithing by smithing and smelting iron bars. And as you can see from the chat, I have made a mistake. First, if you log out while you are in the resource area, it will kick you out. I didn't know that when I left for my doctor's appointment, and while waiting for the doctor, I pulled out RuneScape Mobile to try and get some extra mining done, and I didn't realize that it had knocked me out of the area, so I was like, no worries, I'll just log out. But apparently it didn't actually log me out, and the Hellhounds killed me. Thankfully, I was able to get my items back. I was mostly worried about my bronze pickaxe because it's actually valued less than like a bunch of random iron items. But now I'm broke, and I still need to get 30 smithing, so I'll have to clean out my bank and sell some stuff to try and get another 7.5k to get back out there. Finally, after literally a whole day of working on this, we get 30 smithing, and a nice 650 total level. I was hoping to get a little bit farther in smithing, but oh my god, mining with a bronze pickaxe is awful. So let's just smelt this steel bar, go get our attack to level 40, and get out of this awful wilderness area. Once again, the silly guard interrupting me, so I didn't get the notification, but that is level 40 attack. We probably won't have to train attack again until we unlock dragon weaponry, so it'll be strength training from here on out. Let's run back to the bank, throw on that rune simi. That's a +2 to our max hit right off the bat. Super nice. Even nicer, rolling new chunks. Well, neither of these are really what I was hoping for. I guess I'll take the observatory just so I can unlock the next chunk faster. Yeah, literally all we have to do is start the quest. After walking around these goblin caves, I realized something. You just start the quest at this house, and the dungeon is actually later on the quest. Pretty awkward, I just walked through the whole thing. With that quest started, let's pull up our map and roll some more chunks. Ooh, the Ranging Guild. A super interesting chunk with lots of big ranging upgrades, but that's all stuff we'll have to figure out what our goals will be and all that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. We started this episode with these total levels, give or take, and ended up with about these levels. This took about like 15 hours of in-game time to do all this, but in future episodes I'm hoping to have exact times for like how old the account is in between start and finish of each episode. Please let me know what you think of the new formatting, pacing, voiceover, and structure of the episodes. I'm definitely still growing in my ideas for this series. The next few episodes of content are already recorded, and I have just really been struggling with the editing process. Content will be out soon, but I can't make promises because, yeah, deadlines are hard. Plus, full-time job sucks. I also have some shorter content maybe coming out soon. Just like random ideas that I thought would be fun to film that are much, much shorter and kind of separate thing from this. But I am brewing up some new video essays as well. Lots of stuff coming in the future. I just don't know exactly when, because time is hard. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great night.